Is to preserve the regime whose re-election on October 26, 2017 is facing legitimacy questions. We finally wish to support eternally vigilant civil society, and we wish to remind the government to uphold the ideals of freedom, equality and fairness enshrined in our constitution. We demand consequently that the government implements the PBO Act and stops harassing well-meaning CSOs. That is the end of our statement, but we welcome any questions that you may have. We will make the statement available to all members of the press who are here.
Question?
Yes, sir.
We saw a similar exercise after the August 8th general election, targeted at other institutions, particularly Africa and others in Nairobi.
Right.
Do you think that it's the same case that is happening now?
Yes, we suspect that that is the same case because these summons are not unique to Muhuri only. We know that Kenya Human Rights Commission, AFRICOG, and INUCA, Katiba Institute and INUCA are also facing similar summons with similar allegations. And therefore, it might be true that this is a similar pattern as we saw before the August 8th election.
So the timing is
suspect. The timing is suspect. And we definitely, as Kenyans who have lived here long enough, know that perhaps it's a preemptive action to stop these institutions from doing what they are registered to do. Yes?
Just to be clear, the ceremony is about the tax on the rights, yeah? So you're seeing it is a petition that this organization is trying to file is the one that has resulted in all this, or is this just the tax evasion with the fight of the organization? Just to be clear.
Okay, two things. There is no tax evasion. The summons doesn't speak about tax evasion. It talks about these people appearing because the board suspects that they have not been telling the state the truth. The board doesn't say what truth. The board also says that KRA will be present in that meeting. That doesn't mean it's a tax issue. We don't know what it is precisely. Now, none of these institutions is planning to file any petition, and I haven't alluded to any petition if you've listened to my statement. Not that we know of so far. We know that the window period for filing petitions is ending today. So as until that window period ends and petitions is so filed, it's impossible to preempt or imagine that someone is planning to file a petition. However, filing of petitions is a right under the Constitution, and any institution of civil society or any voter can do so. And so it would be crazy to even connect those two, because I think the Constitution is very clear about what is constitutional, what is doable within the law. And so the two can't even be put in the same sentence, in my view.
And to add on to that, if Muhuri were not submitting tax, I think it is the KRA to summon them, not the coordination board, NGO coordination board.
I think what we need to communicate very clearly, even from the letter that has been presented to Muhuri, there are no accusations as such. They remain allegations, and allegations that are not clearly stipulated. It remains suspicion, and in as far as we are concerned, it is an act of intimidation. We want to communicate very clearly as civil society based here at the coast that we have every confidence in Muhuri's administrative, programmatic, and financial operations. As individuals who have interacted with the organization, we know very well the strict adherence that they abide by, particularly with reference to reporting on their financial and programmatic work. And our appeal to the government, our appeal to Kenyans, is to allow the democratic space in this country to grow. We cannot stifle freedom of speech in this country. The Constitution of 2010 that we passed is very clear that every individual and every institution has a right to access justice and to ensure that democratic values that we as a nation have agreed to belong to are fully adhered to by everyone. So any individual who may so choose to use the court system or to use any other legal system to address any concerns within the country, it is fairly within their democratic and constitutional rights to do so. By attacking an institution or institutions like Muhuri, Inuka, and Katiba Institute, we are basically communicating that we are not ready to allow the civil space in our country to grow and to become as strong as we would want it to be to guard our democracy and to guard our constitution. So we need to communicate this very clearly, that we stand firmly and in solidarity with Muhuri, with Inuka, and with Katiba Institute, and we consider this latest attack on Muhuri as an attack on civil society in general here at the coast and in Kenya in general. So we would like to see civil society being given their space, their freedom to operate, because we are here by law and we are not here by coincidence. So we should be allowed to work freely within the mandates that have been stipulated by our laws, so that we can all be able to protect and promote the rights of every citizen in this country. Thank you.